Hey, this is Jonesy from Jonester TV coming at you with a review for The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 3, entitled The Cell. This episode was a cool episode because we got to see more Dwight and Daryl's dynamic as Dwight sort of is trying to teach Daryl that he needs to become a savior or else he's going to be rotting away in a cell. And we see the horrible treatment of Daryl, and it's very emotional as we see how Daryl's treated. He's fed dog food sandwiches. He's also completely naked for a lot of the beginning of the episode until they give him clothing. He's dirty. He doesn't get an opportunity to see the sunlight, and it's basically terrible living conditions that Daryl's living in. And they keep playing this song over and over, uh, called Easy Street, and it's a very happy song, but they keep playing it over and over so Daryl can't get sleep as well, so he's sleep deprived. But it's a very emotional episode for a fan, just seeing Daryl in that state, and I think they did a good job portraying his captivity and showing how awful it was. But what really made this episode good was we got to see more Dwight and understand his backstory and understand that he's a more complex character. It's not like we just hate Dwight by the end of this episode. He's a more complex character. He's more well-rounded, and we sort of get to we root for him in certain cases, but at the same time, we're still rooting for Daryl ultimately. But uh, not all the saviors are as bad as they seem. Not all the saviors are as bad as Negan. But we also got to see how the operation was run by Negan and his men, and how things sort of worked around there, and that was interesting. But overall, it's a fun episode. It wasn't as memorable, of course, as the season premiere or the Kingdom, but The Cell was a very good episode, and I like how we got to see the Savior's compound as sort of an introduction to it, like the Kingdom was for, of course, the Kingdom. So I really did like this episode. Of course, we got to see more Jeffrey Dean Morgan, which is always a plus, but I have to give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. I hope you've enjoyed my review for The Cell, The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 3. Remember to like and subscribe for more.